Hi, seventh graders. This is Mrs. Alexander, and I'd like to create another video to go along with your research report for English 7A. So this video is to help you finalize your rough draft that is submitted in lesson 3.09, and I want to walk you through a few other steps that will happen after your rough draft is submitted in lesson 3.09. So you'll notice on my screen here that I am reviewing the model research report found in lesson 3.05. The reason why I'm showing you this model research report, which is found in lesson 3.05 in the second learn section, is because it does have proper MLA citations. It does have a works cited page. However, the MLA format for the entire paper is not correct. So I want to show you how to make it correct, and then what you can do to make sure you submit a correctly formatted rough draft for your research report for 3.09 assignment. Okay, so I downloaded the model research report. There's also a graphic organizer here, which you may or may not have used when you were planning your essay, but this is for finalizing our rough draft. So I really want to focus right here on the model research report. Okay, you'll notice that this paper does have these in-text citations, and remember, it should be clear throughout your essay, throughout your report, what information came from what source. So notice that this in-text citation, this is called a parenthetical in-text citation, okay? This is telling me that this information above here came from this source written by Ludmer on page 129. That's what this is telling me. So when you are gathering information from your sources, you should include these in-text citations as well, these parenthetical in-text citations. It shows your reader where the information came from. So I could look down here at the works cited page and find the Ludmer, Larry, New Mexico Guide, Open Road 1999 to see that that information came from that source. Okay? So you want to make sure you're including that throughout your entire essay or report. Okay, now here is what I need to tell you. This is not in proper MLA format. So what you need to do when you are submitting your rough draft is I'm going to walk you through what you need to do. So back to my content area. All right, now I'm going to navigate to the 3.09 assignment area. This is where you will find the proper MLA template. So I'm going to scroll down. Again, I went to Tools. You could find the assignment at the end of lesson 3.09, or you can find all of your assignments under Tools and click on Assignments. I'm going to scroll down until I see the 3.09 research report rough draft area. Okay, I'm going to click on this. Now you'll notice this says you will need a minimum of 3 articles or outside sources for this report. All outside information needs to be properly cited using in-text citations, which is what I just showed you, and a works cited page. You should have about 2 to 3 in-text citations per paragraph. This is going to show your ability to synthesize information, which your lessons did teach you about. Then it says, please use the MLA template below to write your paper using the proper MLA format. This is where the model research report was wrong. So I want to show you what you can do to make sure you submit it properly. So notice here, there are some digital materials. This is the assignment directions, okay? This is the rubric, which is also just right here. So you could look at the rubric right here. And this is the template. So please download this template, okay? I'm going to download it to my computer. And I'm going to open it up. All right, this is what your rough draft and your final draft should look like. So I'm going to show you, if you don't have yours in the proper format, what you can do. The first thing I would do is go up to, let me show you. Okay, the first thing I will do is save my file so it's for my report and not the template. So I'm going to save mine here. You might have a folder. I'll put mine here. I'm going to put mine first initial. Maybe I'll put 3.09 rough draft and then I'll put my name, J. Alexander. And you would put maybe 3.09 rough draft, your name. You might even want to put English 7A so you know that it's for this course and not for maybe English 6B or something like that. Then click Save. Now I can work on this, and this will be the document file I upload, okay? Now this is a template, which means you need to replace the information on this paper with your information. So I'm going to show you how I can do that with this model research report. I just went ahead and made my screens split so I could copy and paste information. So I could look at this paper. I'm actually going to do it off of this report paper. So the name of this student is Lewis Crawford, okay? Maybe we'll say the teacher's name is Mrs. Alexander. The course number is English 7A. Notice how I'm taking away all of the extra information. And then the date today is this. Okay, now I'm going to copy and paste this information over here. But watch what happens when I paste it. Oh no, it's not right. So what do I need to do? I'm going to click on this little clipboard that comes up right after I paste my information. Okay, there's a few options. It says keep source formatting. I don't want that. I want it to be formatted to my new paper. Merge formatting, picture, or keep text only. Typically, I would probably just want to keep text only. I'll want to do that. And then this needs to be in the center, so I'll highlight it. I can go up to my paragraph and click on the center align. All right, now I need to copy and paste everything else. Now, if you're just writing your report, you can just write your report here by erasing it. Notice you need to have these different paragraphs. It's already double spaced, okay? So I'm going to now copy and paste all of this. All right, so I just copy and pasted everything from that model research report here, okay? And I wanted to show you a few things. Okay, so this, okay, so I had to make sure that everything was in Times New Roman font and size 12, so I did that. I also had to make sure that the paragraphs were aligned to the left and that they were indented, which means that there's a space right here. Everything was already double spaced, but if yours does not look this way, there's this little arrow with the 4 lines. This is your spacing, so notice it changes the amount of space between your paragraphs. Make sure they're all double spaced. Okay, you can highlight all of your text. And then I added the works cited page, which needs to be on its own page. Okay, so I need to make that go down to its own page. And then I needed to make sure all of this had a hanging indent and was double spaced. So if you need to know how to do a hanging indent, okay, you can go up to paragraph and open up that paragraph area. And then there's this special button and I can click hanging. And then it creates a hanging indent for all of these citations, okay? All right, so now that my paper's done, it's saved, it's being auto-saved, I can go back and I'm going to submit my paper to this area, okay? So I'm going to add a file, I'm going to search my computer and upload it. Now, the next thing you need to do is you will need to watch the video on how to review feedback, because when you submit your rough draft to lesson 3.09 assignment area, I will be reviewing your rough draft and adding a lot of comments to things that you have done well or things that you need to revise before your final draft. So watch the other video if you don't know how to review my inline feedback or the rubric comments to understand what you'll need to do, okay? Then once you've read my feedback, you're going to notice in lesson 3.16, you will be submitting your final draft research report. This final draft needs to show the areas that you revised. You will be submitting the same paper, but it will be revised and it will be perfect, okay? So when you upload your final draft, after you make the changes that I've suggested from lesson 3.09 assignment, rough draft, once you upload your revised perfect paper, you'll add it here, and you're going to tell me in the comments box here. You're going to tell me what you changed. So let's say that I had these suggestions from Mrs. Alexander on my rough draft. She said that I needed a works cited page, I needed my paper to be double spaced, and I needed more in-text citations. So I will add this comment here with my file that I've uploaded and then click submit. Okay, and lastly, your 3.11 presentation that is due after your research report, that will be your extra credit for Unit 3. So you do not have to do this, but you can if you would like. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Thank you so much.